Hello everyone, this is Geth Prime here, or Geth Prime X, whenever you want to address me. And this is pretty much unbuttoned why I'm putting future games into the videos than the old games, because first, I don't know if my computer performance has been degrading every year, or it's just the Elgato, because I contacted support and they did the best they can, and it might be my PC, but I don't know. But I think it has to do with the PC, in my opinion. So anyway, let's go. So today I'm going to be talking about, in this game, Apex Legends, is the review of weapons. I'm never a fan of Battle Royale games, but so the reason I've been doing reviews in short depth of way, such as this game, because this game is like a mini game of Battle Royale, and it offers a little variety, so it's not really much of a special game. But the only thing that I see much in this game is just a variety of only a squad, like where you get into team coordination and pinging and so on. So that's not what I'm going to talk about today. I'm going to be talking about the review of weapons. And the weapons in this game, there are 3 to 4 weapons in categories, I think, or 3 weapons in each category, whatever. So if it is 3 in each category, then let me know. Okay, so let's start. To exclude such as orientances, as what they call it. For me, I call it lethal and tactical equipment, like the one I'm holding in that gameplay, which is the thermite grenade, which is like a napalm grenade, and also there are frags, and arc star, which is like an EMP grenade, and yep. So let's go. So I am gonna first start with the pistols. The sidearms are the main key, and they're faster than any heavy main weapon that you use, and it's faster than reloading, and they're also reliable against unprotected targets. Like if you broke a shield, use pistols that have hammer point attachments. And I'm going to talk about the first one, which is the P2020, which is the most people least use, and I do not understand why, because people underestimate that weapon too much, and to me, I love it, and it's a good start weapon at the start of the game as well. Even when you do headshot landing, you will get an easy kill, even when you try to finish off your opponent. So if you equip a hammer point and the opponent has no shield, then your weapon should be deadly as it is, even without the scope. I prefer without the scope because its iron sight is absolutely perfect, and that's just my opinion. And I highly advise to get an extended blue or higher rarity of the magazine, so the fact that you can actually kill people easily. So the pros I give about it is it's strong against unprotected targets, and it can switch faster than any other weapon, and also you can kill a lot of people quicker if you run out of ammo on your clip on your main weapon. And the bad thing I find about that weapon is it's the third weakest weapon. It's the third weakest weapon in the game, and it's definitely not good against shielded targets, and it's pretty much oversensitive. The weapon is oversensitive because I think it's the only weapon, along with the wingman, which I'll explain later, has very agile and fast aim sights, and it's not really a good weapon to use while you aim down the sights or hip fire at 500 meters. And I suggest you use it at close quarter combat. And I think that must be it. So I give this game of P2020 to use in this game, I'll give it a 7.5. And the next one I'll be reviewing is the alternator, which is another light weapon, which is an SMG. And the SMG offers very little value, and it is very good against protected targets, but not when unprotected. Whenever you use the alternator, whatever the weapon is, the SMG, it's best to equip it if you have extended magazine size, because without extended magazine size, that's the biggest con about this weapon. But there's very little to say about this weapon. It just only wrecks shields so good, but when it comes to unprotection against people, I think that's the baddest con about it. And it's not very good when you're in empty clips of it, and when you're trying to switch to your main weapon, you're completely exposed. And I'll give this weapon a 5. And my next one, which is the RE45. I don't know what that weapon is supposed to be called, but you get it's an automatic pistol, I think. Yeah, I think it's an automatic pistol. It's similar to the P2020, but it's a semi-automatic pistol, the P2020, but it deals good damage if it's unprotected. But RE45 is the opposite, as it does good damage to targets in the body, or just taking down the shields, depending on how powerful it is. And so it's a very agile weapon, and it does have good ADS control, unlike the P2020 does. And I'll be giving the weapon a 6 out of 10. And a fully kitted weapons, which I'm going to be skipping it toward, which is like the G7 Scout, the Sentinel, the Wingman, which I'm going to skip as well, so I'll skip those. And I will be skipping the msatiff, that shotgun pistol. I will be skipping that because I barely use it. And I will be skipping energy weapons for review, unfortunately, because I don't really use energy weapons in this game, so I can't really make my own predictions of my opinion, and I can't render it as an opinion, as I never used energy weapons before, unlike some people have, like the L-Star, the Prowler, which is a limited weapon, the Havoc, the Devotion, and I think that's all of the energy weapons I remember. And I don't think I'll be able to review those in time for this video. And I can manage to review the ones that I've used in this game for experience. So I'm going to start with the two heavy weapons. The first is the flatline. Every time I think of the word flatline is like death. The gun is like death. And it's more of a heavy assault rifle, and it's pretty much a mid-range weapon kind of thing. Even though it takes shields and unshielded targets easily, it has pretty much of a slow reload time, and its recoil is a little bit higher, and it's not very good against shotgunners as well, because even if you're doing it in close range of people who have shotguns, then you're just obviously point blank dead, especially if you are unnoticed by snipers, like people who use the kraber and the triple take. Then you're gone. So yeah, that's my cons about the weapon. But the only good cons I have for it is got good magazine size, good damage per second, and you get good anticipation kills, and that's all I gotta say for it. So I give that weapon a 7 out of 10. And the next heavy weapon is the Spitfire. I'm gonna call it the Geth Spitfire, because you get the idea. Because, you know, I'm a Mass Effect fan, and I'm gonna call it the Geth Spitfire. So the Geth Spitfire is my favorite, and I'm gonna call the apexlegends weapon the Geth Spitfire. And I just don't care if it just says Spitfire. No, Spitfire. No, it's Spitfire. It's Spitfire, moron. I'm calling it this Geth Spitfire, okay? So, now let's alliterate it. The Geth Spitfire LMG is one of my most favorite weapons. Even though it fires so slow, it hits very heavily, and it also penetrates the head shield easier than the body, because it has a con side which it can't easily penetrate shields on the body than the head, because it's a good headshot killer though, I'm not gonna lie. So even when it comes to yellow to red shields, that's a bit of a bad con there, because you won't able to get much good damage from it with blue attachment onto the which is the barrel mod. So it's best to keep a purple or a yellow barrel mod for the Spitfire to contend the yellow and red shielded people if they got lucky of grabbing one. So the only cons I find in this weapon is you need stronger barrel mods and a good magazine mod to keep up the game, or else your Spitfire will be completely useless. So as for that, I'll give that weapon a good 8.5. And the next weapon I'm going to be reviewing is the Mastiff. The Mastiff became limited in the first season until it was reverted as a basic pick. The Mastiff was a very limited weapon, as it was a powerful shotgun that fired slugs. It didn't fire ammo, it fired shotgun slugs. And the slugs are actually powerful. And there is a good pro about it, is you just have to be precise with it, and it's a good insta-kill with the headshot, and never make a single mistake when you use the Mastiff, and using it with a good field choke attachment, you're probably gonna have the best shotgun for the next future rounds in the match. But the bad thing is, without the choke, your Mastiff is instantly useless. Unlike Season 1's, the Mastiff becomes easily useless in this game. So, for Season 1's Mastiff, I give it a 5. And this current season and now forward, I give it probably a 4. Just to make it, as it was a nerfy, I just rather call it nerfy. And the next weapon I'm going to review is the triple take. The triple take is one of my first used snipers in Apex Legends. It's a precision weapon which easily tears shields, and that's one of the good it's one of the good pros about it. It easily tears people's shields, and no matter how much the cost it takes, even when it comes to the headshots, it will easily get rid of people. And even if your headshots are precise enough, the enemy will be fleeing no matter what. And you need a good barrel mod as well. As I said again, if you need a barrel mod, and that's the triple take, and you need the stock barrel for the sniper mod as well. So you need like a sniper mod for everything for the triple take, or else the triple take that you have is going to be absolutely garbage. So every attachment counts with that weapon. So I'll give it an 8, because it is actually one of my favorite marksman weapons. And I'm going to give an extra review with the sniper Kraber. Kraber has been a limited weapon since the first season. It is a deadly advanced weapon version of the sentinel. Even it has extreme velocity than the triple take has. And if you are lucky enough to get a good precision headshot, it can actually instantly kill an Apex legend. And I've seen in streams that the Kraber is one of the most savage and lethal snipers I've ever seen. So yeah, the con side is the magazine size is low, and its mobility is very unstable, and recoil is high. So also the mistakes can cost you very high on that weapon. So be wise when you use it. And I give it as well an 8. And the last weapon I'm going to review for this video, because I don't have much time, is the EVA 8. The EVA 8 auto shotgun. The only thing I want to say about this weapon is close range boom. And what I like about this weapon, people who love going close range, is I use the shotgun so easily, and it helps me to motivate well to stay in the game, and even to play this game, mostly to have double tap trigger. The auto version is very weak as well, and it has a slow fire rate, unlike the double tap. The double tap shoots 2 of the bullets, and then you can repeat the same again and again. And if you do it with the field choke on the 3rd level, then you should be able to actually easily get kills with people. So it is actually very surprisingly one of the best weapons ever. when it comes to the shotgun category. So, yep, I'm gonna give this weapon a 9 out of 10. And sorry, and I don't have much time as this video is gonna close down, because I may not have reviewed all of the weapons I have listed in my mind. So yeah, thanks for watching. I've listed in the description what I have not reviewed, and it will be mini reviewed in the description below. So click the like button, share, sub, and I'll see you next time. Take care.